Hello dear viewers, in today's story, Truong's mother bravely executed a secret plan to build a new home for her son Truong and tieu, defying the challenges posed by nature and a hidden enemy. With the support of Kian, an old friend, she found hope, but a mysterious figure deliberately sabotaged the construction, leaving traces of betrayal. Meanwhile, tieu, harboring a silent love, faced the risk of being torn apart by dark schemes. The tense confrontation concluded with a timely intervention. The saboteur unmasked and brought to justice, leaving Truong, tieu, and their family reunited in joy and tears. If you enjoy emotional and thrilling stories, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to not miss the next episodes. Thank you for joining us. The morning pulses with a restless, electric hum as Truong's mother, a pillar of silent strength and boundless love, sets out on a journey veiled in secrecy. Her heart thrums with a mother's fierce devotion, each mile bringing her closer to her son Truong and the surprise she's meticulously planned. The car glides through winding roads, the landscape a blur of green and gold, when her phone erupts with a sharp ring. Not, the loyal assistant she entrusted with finding a contractor, is on the line. His voice crackles with triumph. "Ma'am, I've unearthed a top-tier construction firm, perfect for your vision." Her eyes spark with determination, a smile curling her lips. "Outstanding. Set up a meeting at my next stop. Let's forge this alliance today." Not juggling a whirlwind of tasks hesitates. "I've notified the contractor, but I'm swamped. You'll need to connect with them directly to hammer out the details." With a decisive nod, she turns to her driver, her voice firm yet warm. "Let's tackle this first. Truong can wait a little longer." The driver adjusts course, the vehicle humming toward an unknown destiny, her secret gift for Truong and tieu taking its first fragile steps toward reality. Across town, the contractor's office buzzes with a tense, almost palpable energy. A meticulous employee hunches over a desk, his fingers tracing lines of documents with the precision of a surgeon, driven by the stern gaze of his supervisor. The boss, a figure of commanding authority, paces like a lion in its den, his voice a thunderclap of urgency. This client isn't just another name. A deputy director, freshly returned from abroad, holds our future in her hands. Securing this deal will drape our company in honor and fling open the gates to boundless opportunities. Leave no room for error. Scrutinize every word, every figure. The employee swallows hard, his hands trembling as he cross-checks blueprints and contracts, the weight of expectation pressing down like a storm cloud. The supervisor lingers, adding, "Her approval could redefine us. Move with the speed of lightning and the care of a craftsman." The narrative pivots to Truong's humble abode, where a tender scene unfolds like a balm on the soul. Tieu, a woman whose grace shines through every hardship, envelopes her son Duwei in a loving embrace, her voice a melody of reassurance. "My courageous little star, you've grown so strong." She ruffles his hair, her eyes brimming with pride. Just then, the roar of a motorcycle shatters the quiet. Truong's uncle, a rugged figure with a heart of gold, strides in with a grin that could light up the darkest night. "Climb aboard, Duwei, let's chase adventure," he bellows, hoisting the boy onto the bike. Dewey's laughter rings out, a pure chime as they speed off, oblivious to the intricate web of plans weaving around them. The story leaps back to the meeting point, where Truong's mother steps into the fray, her presence a quiet storm of elegance and resolve. Her breath catches as she locks eyes with Kian, a familiar face from Truong's past, now standing before her like a gift from fate. "Kian, what a breathtaking twist of destiny!" she exclaims, her voice trembling with joy. Kian, equally thunderstruck, steps forward, his smile wide and genuine. "Ma'am, what a delight! How was your journey across the seas?" She leans in, her tone conspiratorial. "I've been on a quest for a dependable contractor. Not pointed me to your firm." Kian's chest swells with pride, his voice rich with confidence. "I'm the deputy director of Max Home, the very team you seek. We've poured our souls into preparing for this moment." Relief floods her, softening her features. To collaborate with a friend of Truong's feels like a divine blessing. "Let's build something extraordinary together." The air crackles with an electric promise, their reunion igniting a spark of trust that could reshape their futures. The meeting evolves into a dance of strategy and vision, Kian sliding a sleek contract across the table with a flourish, his eyes alight with anticipation. Truong's mother peruses it, her approval glowing like dawn. "This is flawless. Every clause a masterpiece." Kian leans closer, unveiling a gallery of designs with the pride of an artist. Feast your eyes on our latest creations, Thai roof garden homes, steeped in neoclassical elegance, designed to stand the test of time and captivate forever. Her breath hitches. These are nothing short of magnificent. I must see the intricacies. Enter Hung, Kien's astute assistant. Her presence a burst of energy as she dives into the 32B model with infectious enthusiasm. This gem boasts a culinary haven of a kitchen, a hallowed prayer room, a pristine bathroom, a sanctuary of a study, a haven of a bedroom and boundless storage. She elaborates, her words weaving a tapestry of possibility. Truong's mother's face radiates delight. The artistry and the furniture's quality are beyond compare. I'm utterly captivated. The meeting room vibrates with a lively hum as Kien and Hung unveil an exquisite array of bedroom designs, each one meticulously tailored to envelop Lai Tieu in comfort and elegance. Truong's mother's eyes widen, sparkling with awe, her voice a torrent of admiration. These are uniquely splendid. Your ingenuity leaves me utterly speechless, a testament to your brilliance. Her trust in Kien solidifies into an unshakable foundation, and she declares with a voice ringing with resolve, I'll sign this instant. No more lingering in doubt. With a flourish of her pen, she etches her commitment onto the contract, her decision a thunderbolt of certainty that reverberates through the room. Yet, a shadow of concern flickers across her face, her brow creasing with worry. I've heard tales of projects stalling at the outset. Can we truly move with the swiftness this dream demands? Kien's reassurance rises like a steadfast lighthouse in the storm, his tone firm and unwavering. Our network of skilled partners ensures we outpace any delay. You have my solemn vow. Grateful tears glisten in her eyes as she beams. Then commence on the land Truong purchased with such care. Keep it veiled in secrecy. I want this as a joyous shock to lift his spirit. Begin at the earliest dawn, with the first light of hope. She adds with a tender nostalgic note. I must embrace Truong and Due. It's been an eternity since my travels kept me from their warmth. With a graceful wave she rises, her driver steering the car toward Dewey's flood-battered old home to assess the lingering scars of nature's fury before reuniting with her beloved family. As she departs, Kien and Hung exchange wide-eyed glances, their voices a harmonious chorus of disbelief and elation. That was astonishingly smooth. A victory beyond our wildest dreams. Hung gasps, her excitement bubbling over like a spring freed from ice. Kien nods, his grin triumphant, a beacon of pride. Her faith in us is our greatest triumph, a crown we must wear with honor. Meanwhile, Lai Tieu ventures into the untamed wild, her hands deftly plucking tart green apples from gnarled, ancient branches, her mind alight with plans to transform them into profit. A flicker of resilience amid the desolation, a quiet rebellion against her hardships. The driver pulls up at Dewey's old home, and Truong's mother steps out, her heart clenching at the sight of flood-scarred earth, the muddied remnants of a life once whole, a stark reminder of nature's relentless power. Back at Mac's home, Kien transforms into a general rallying his troops, his phone pressed to his ear as he dials on Lin, the construction maestro whose expertise is their lifeline. Mobilize a formidable crew. Start today, no excuses, no delays, he commands, his voice a clarion call that cuts through the air like a blade. On Lin's response is swift, a promise forged in steel. It's arranged with precision. Send the designs immediately, and we'll turn vision into reality. Hung darts into motion, her hands a blur as she gathers the blueprints, her mind racing against the relentless tick of the clock, her dedication a silent vow to see this through. A sudden clatter outside, the sharp, jarring sound of a dropped tool, shatters the focus, sending a ripple of tension through the room. Kien peers out the window, his instincts prickling like a predator sensing prey. Was that deliberate, a sign of foul play? Hung shrugs, her brow furrowing, but a shadow of unease lingers, casting a pall over their optimism as they press forward. The project now a desperate race against unseen forces lurking in the shadows. The phone rings again and Kien answers with a brisk, yes. It's a frantic worker from the site, his voice trembling with urgency. Sir, we've hit a snag. A delivery of cement was delayed, and the supplier's unreachable. Kien's jaw tightens, his mind racing. Find an alternative. Call every contact we have. This cannot halt us. He turns to Hung, his voice a mix of command and plea. Track down that supplier. Use every resource at your disposal. The narrative bursts into life with a surge of raw power as workers hoist massive wooden planks, their sinews straining under the weight of a dream taking shape. Sweat beads on their brows, their grunts a symphony of effort as they lay the foundation for Truong and Tieu's future. The camera gracefully sweeps to a heartwarming tableau. Chickens clucking with renewed vigor, their feathers ruffled yet proud, a testament to their recovery from a devastating past ordeal. Nearby, a clutch of eggs nestles in warm hay, each one a fragile promise of new beginnings, their gentle warmth a counterpoint to the chaos that once reigned. Truong's mother arrives at Lai Tieu's flood-ravaged old home. her breath catching in her throat as she surveys the devastation. Uprooted crops lie scattered like the remnants of shattered hopes, the shack reduced to a skeletal ruin, its timbers groaning under the weight of memory. "What a heart-wrenching tragedy," she whispers, her voice thick with empathy, her eyes tracing the scars left by nature's wrath. Suddenly, tieu emerges from the shadows, her presence a radiant beam cutting through the gloom, her smile a lifeline of warmth. "Welcome, ma'am. How was your long and arduous journey?" Truong's mother chuckles, a conspiratorial glint dancing in her eyes. "A surprise for my children. You're woven into that tapestry now." Tieu's expression softens, her voice a gentle river of recollection. Dewey set extra lessons, honing his mind. "The flood was a terror, a monstrous wave that nearly claimed us. We fled just as the waters rose, clinging to each other for dear life." She pauses, her gaze steadying. Truong reached out to Kin to elevate this land, a bulwark against future storms, to rebuild what was lost. Deeply moved, Truong's mother grasped Tieu's hands, her tone a harmonious blend of authority and tender affection. "Never shrink from us. Turn to Truong or me in your darkest hours. You're my daughter in spirit, bound by love, not just circumstance." Tieu's cheeks flush with a shy glow, her voice hesitant yet hopeful. "He asked me to move in to share his world, but the whispers of others might sting." Truong's mother dismisses the concern with a regal wave, her voice a shield. "Let them chatter like idle winds. You're safe, cherished here." Her tone dips into a conspiratorial hush. "I'm erecting a fortress of a home on this hallowed ground. Your new sanctuary, a fresh chapter. The old one fell to nature's merciless hand, but a brighter dawn awaits, painted with resilience and hope." Tieu's eyes shimmer with unshed tears, her voice a fragile thread of gratitude. "A dream I scarcely dared to cradle in my heart." They link arms, their steps synchronized, deciding with a shared laugh. "Let's venture to the market. I haven't tasted sustenance since I touched down." As they stroll toward the bustling market, a ominous rumble rolls through the air, halting them mid-step like a jolt of lightning. Truong's mother's gaze sharpens, her instincts flaring. "What was that unearthly sound?" Tieu's brow furrows, her voice laced with alarm. "It's from the site. Could it be the hand of sabotage at work?" The atmosphere thickens with a suffocating dread, their joy now threaded with the chilling edge of peril. Unbeknownst, a shadowy figure lurks in the underbrush, his eyes glinting with a malevolent fire, his mind a cauldron of schemes to shatter their fragile hope. A worker's desperate shout pierces the quiet. The beams are shifting, collapsing under treachery, and Truong's mother's heart lurches into a frantic gallop. "We must warn Kin. This could unravel everything," she urges, her voice trembling with urgency. Tieu grabs her arm, her grip firm yet pleading. "Wait, let's discern if it's a fluke or a foe's design. Rushing blind could doom us." The tension mounts, a tempest of uncertainty brewing as they stand on the precipice of revelation. They edge closer to the site, the air heavy with the scent of sawdust and fear. A second crash echoes, louder this time, and a plume of dust rises like a ghostly specter. Truong's mother clutches Tieu, her voice a whisper of resolve. "Someone's out to destroy our dream. Kin must know." Tieu nods, her eyes scanning the horizon. But who would dare? Truong's enemies or a rival's envy? The shadowy figure slips deeper into the trees, his laughter a sinister whisper on the wind, leaving behind a trail of chaos. A worker stumbles toward them, his face pale. "Ma'am, a beam was tampered with. Someone's been here." Truong's mother's mind races, piecing together the threat. "This is no accident. We'll fortify our plan. Kin's team must work under guard." Tieu's voice steadies. "Let's call him now, every second counts." They fumble for the phone, the market forgotten, their bond forged anew in the crucible of danger. As they dial, another rumble shakes the ground, and a worker's cry rings out. "The foundation's cracking." Truong's mother's resolve hardens. "We'll not let this break us." Kin answer, "Our sanctuary's under siege." The line connects, and Kin's voice crackles with alarm. "What's happening?" She relays the chaos, her words a torrent. "Sabotage at the site. Secure it now." Kin's response is swift. "I'm sending reinforcements. Hold fast." The call ends, and Truong's mother turns to Tieu, her eyes blazing with determination. "We'll protect this gift. For Truong. For you. For us all." Tieu nods, her fear morphing into courage. "Together we'll rise above this storm." The market trip fades into a distant memory as they stand guard, their hearts beating as one against the encroaching darkness, the promise of a new home hanging by a thread.
I was just making time until I could join Jack. After all, at 54, what did I have to looking forward to the future was like. The waiter approached my table asking if I needed anything. To my surprise, I said yes, if you know anyone here who is a recent widow or widower, I would appreciate talking to her or him. Again, to my surprise, she told me about Phyllis, a spouse health director who had lost her husband several months before. I invited Phyllis to have lunch with me the next day, and we quickly established some common ground.